Hello everyone, it's Lisa with Serenity Love here, and it is Friday, which means it is Self-Love Friday, all about self-love this week in our series. Thank you for joining me. I have Precipice Bay, who I consider an angel guide. He is in energy with us today, and he has brought forth a message and a couple of questions. And ironically, we're going to talk about a couple of, so I updated my my sphere, whatever you want to call this, like my crystal sphere for the week. And a couple of, two actually very specific crystals came through that tie into to Self-Love Friday's message here. So we're going to talk about those as well. I'm going to bring those forward. And we'll see, maybe that is something that we're going to continue. Who knows? But anyway, it was very clear to me. So welcome. Thank you for being here. And thank you, Precipice Bay. I appreciate you and Spirit very much. Okay, so his message, we'll start with that. He says, gather yourself. Don't become scattered. Focus on your goals, for everything is coming together. Okay? Gather yourself. Don't become scattered. Focus on your goals, for everything is coming together. And I'm going to talk about one of the crystals because it talks about goals. Make sure it was this one. I'm pretty sure. Of course, now when I want to, I should have been better prepared, and I apologize. Yes, there it is. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. It took like a minute to find this. Holy cow. Okay, so it is the Libyan gold tektite. So it's this beautiful little yellow stone. Okay. And what is it? It is a 28 million year old Saharan desert glass, only found in the Sahara Desert. This gem is yellow, but far from mellow. Who needs it? The navel gazing and brooding binge watchers, anyone looking to hit the street with some extra swagger, and cancers. Okay, where to put it? Hold this stone at your will center, just above your navel. So in your sacral chakra, it's yellow, goes with your, your solar plexus goes, yellow, say solar plexus. Good grief. And set some goals. Okay, so there we go. There's the word I was searching for, goals, right? And he says, gather yourself, don't become scattered. Focus on your goals, for everything is coming together. So use this stone. Again, it's the Libyan gold tektite. Hold it to your solar plexus and set your goals, okay? And it says, seriously, make a list, all right? Then call on the fiery, beyond ancient energy of this stone to help you break through the burning desire to binge watch the day away. Okay, so don't become scattered, right? Boy, is this not hitting home. Okay, and darn it, I put that card away. So the other one is green calcite, so you can look up its relevance there. I apologize, I put that card away because I had the stone. But it too is very, it ties together with everything that, at the heart, there it is. It's all about the heart. It's heart-centered, and see, and it's green too, right? And being able to hear what the heart has to say, and that's actually about one of the questions that, the second question that we'll be addressing. Okay, so again, gather yourself. Let's start. Gather ourselves. Don't become scattered. Focus on your goals, for everything is coming together. Awesome. Okay, the first question is with the new deck, and it's called it is called Return to the Self. It's beautiful. I'm loving these. It's new. It's new to me. So I'm still getting used to this and working with spirit, and as you know, to hear what these cards mean. So we're just gonna go with it. They feel that I'm confident enough in this, and we're good. So I believe them. The first question is, what is in the way of your goals? What is in the way of your goals? Okay. I always pre-shuffle, but I do, as if you watch my series enough, you know that I like to draw in your energy and shuffle a few more times with you here. So all those who are going to see it, their energy is drawn in. So that way this is relevant for you. Okay? It truly is. Okay, what is in the way of your goals? What's in the way? Let us see. What is in the way? What is in the way of our goals? Oh, nope. Okay. Oh, you hear Goosey? He's talking. There it is. Okay, first one. What's in the way of your goals? And the card is Moonlight Rest. So you need rest and restoration, rejuvenation. Okay, let me show you the card. It's very beautiful. This artwork in this deck is just extraordinary. And I want to give kudos to that person. It is illustrated by Darren T. Ellison. Beautiful, beautiful deck. This is the card deck in case you're interested. So beautiful, just beautiful. Okay, so what is in the way of our goals? We're not getting enough rest, and rest also is referring to meditation. Okay, so and it says restoration, softness, and cycles. We need to get out of the cycle that we're in, and in order to do that, we need to meditate. And that seems the opposite, and I'm hearing that right now. I'm like, in my own ego, you know, trying to stay out of the way of this because I'm hearing, but you're stuck in a cycle. How is meditation going to help that? Of course it will help that. It calms, it stops your mind, and it opens your heart. It allows for you to hear your heart, and so you can hear what to do to, you know, remove a domino so it stops knocking everything over, okay? Even the moon takes nights off, okay? Need to rest. Okay, what's in the way of your goals? So we have rest. Woo. Okay, we have a couple flipped over, but those are not it. It's just this one. Okay. The noise isn't you. So that kind of goes, again, that's in your head, right? It's the things in your head. It's the things being overwhelmed, identity. It says, and pause. You are the silence beneath the storm. So what is in the way of your goals? You are. You are in the way of your goals because you're allowing yourself to get overwhelmed. You're overthinking things. The noise isn't you. So get rid of what isn't you. Release what isn't you so you can hear what Spirit is trying to tell you. Okay? You are in your own way. Wow. Thanks, Spirit. Yeah. They always tell us the truth, and I am grateful for that. Thank you. Okay, what is in the way of your goals? Okay, this one is the quiet flame. Purpose, stillness, and devotion. The truest fire burns without noise. And again, I'm hearing meditation. We need to quiet the mind. The mind is in the way. The mind is in the way. The mind is in the way. I'm hearing that so loudly. This is so, it's coming through the mind. We need to quiet the mind, quiet the mind, quiet the mind. Allow the flame to grow, the flame of the divine to grow, and get out of your head. Okay? Yes. And for my own self, I'm hearing, stop doubting yourself. I'm doing okay with this deck. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. And I am connected. Okay. And somebody else needs to hear that too. You are connected. Okay. Don't doubt. Okay. What is in the way of your goals? Roots, remember. Ancestry, grounding in memory. The earth never forgot your name. Okay. What's in the way of your goals? at that. What's in the way of your goals? Rooted into the wrong things. We need to root into the right things, to be rooted into the right things. See how this is golden and gold, root into the right things. So what are you rooted into? Ooh, 10-10, just saw that 10-10. What are you rooted into? Not everything is what we should be rooted into, okay? So, and last but not least, what is in the way of your goal? Gentle withdrawal. So what I'm hearing from this card right away is commitment, lack thereof, right? Sometimes like we get started and we there's the word, self-sabotage. We self-sabotage. We get in our own way. Again, we're getting our own way. We're not rooted into the right things. We need some solitude to get some clarity and protect that, okay? So solitude, clarity, and protection. Retreat is not retreating, it's returning. So you need quiet time again to be able to hear clearly. Quiet time. Okay? Wow. Meditation, meditation, meditation. They've actually been saying that a lot for week after week after week. So just get at it. Do what you can do. Make time. You are in control of your schedule. Don't let anybody or anything fool you with that. Okay? Question number 2. And that is coming to us by way of the Crow Oracle deck. Love this deck too. Been working with this for about 1.5 years now. I really like this deck. Okay, why isn't your heart always receptive to the answers being provided? Ooh, good question, right? Why is our heart closed down or seemingly closed down to what Spirit shows us? Why is that? Why is that? No, that's that first card back here. It's that one right there. Okay, because we need to raise our vibration. Our vibration is too low, and so our heart can't hear. It can't hear clearly. It's confused. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's time to go up. Raise your vibration. Okay. Okay, why isn't your heart always receptive to the answers being provided? Self-interest. Because there's greed in the way. Greed is one of the false goddess energies, and it's very, very strong and very powerful, and it likes to take control. And when we give our power to it, it can cause a lot of damage and get in the way of a lot of our dreams and our goals. Okay, so work very diligently to remove all greed and self-interest from your energy, and immediately when you recognize that that's what it is. It's not your average energy. It is powerful, very powerful. And there's soar again. So we have freedom and soar. So raising our vibration. But what this is also talking about, okay, so why is our heart not always receptive to, why isn't your heart always receptive to the answers being provided? I should have said what I'd heard first, and then I interrupted myself, and now soaring, it's going, you got to go in the right direction. So sometimes we're soaring, we're moving right along, but we're not really headed, you know, we're off, we're askew. That's the word, we're askew just a little bit. And so we're going this way when we want to go that way. Does that make sense? Right? Like you could be off, like down in the corner, right? If we want to go straight here, but we're off 1%, by the time that we would get to the top of the card, we could be this far off from our goal, right? So like say from the bullseye, like if the bullseye is a goal. So we need to make sure that we are, you know, straight, that our arrow is pointed, that we're focused, laser focused. Okay. Why isn't our heart always receptive? We're not asking the right questions, or maybe we're not asking questions. Figure that out. Find out what, even I'm also hearing why, does your heart know what it needs? Right? Your heart does, yes. Our mind gets in, our mind gets in the way, right? That's what all the other cards are saying. The mind gets in the way trying to control, oh my gosh. The mind gets in the way, tries to control what your heart says. That's exactly what the gold tektite was talking about. No, that wasn't. Not this one. That's the green calcite. I'm so sorry. I remember reading it. So it's like, that is the connection. That's the connection. If I didn't just shuffle them all away, if it was on top, I'd just pull it right back out. But it's a stack like this many. Take too long to find it. So anyway, green calcite helps with this. It helps us to understand. So be curious, okay? Because you need to understand more. And displacement, okay? And one thing I learned about displacement from my mentor. So, you know, most of the time for me, at least, what I recognize with displacement is like when we displace our anger or frustration or, you know, our emotions of some sort onto somebody else or onto a situation, or onto a loved ones or, you know, our animals or whatever and whoever happens to be around us, right? But displacement is also putting forth expectations onto others. Okay, having expectations placed onto others, because that makes us feel more comfortable. And that keeps our heart from being receptive, because that's not God, that's not love. And we need to release that. Okay, so, all right, there we have it. Meditate, 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 and rest. Get some rest and rejuvenation that is needed, hardcore. That came through multiple ways in this card's raising your vibration to help your heart be receptive, right? So meditate, help your, you know, consider that the false goddess energy of greed, which is self-interest, and displacement, release these. Just release it. Don't let them take over. So you can find some freedom. Okay. All right. That's it. Thank you, Precipice Bay. Thank you, Spirit. Thank each and every one of you. I am grateful that you're here. And I thank you, Spirit, for my gift. I'm grateful. Okay. Until we see each other again, from my heart to yours. Take care now.